Universe series of What If Asia. Civilization started in Asia. This is technically like what Risk goes, but it started in Asia. But this is an alternate timeline where civilization, instead of forming in the Middle East, formed in Northern Europe as well here. And civilization kind of sprawled out ever since then. Which is why, despite it being around like the 400s to 500s, no, 700s to 800s, Asia has thus finally been settled and finally exists as well. So Asia, a lot of the world will be very similar ethnic wise because most people originated from here as well here and kind of spread out as well here, adapting to the various environments of the world as well here. But a major expansion is going to go underway. So a bunch of Egyptian explorers explore here and they discover Madagascar for the first time as well here. They discover northern Madagascar as well here. They also discover more of Africa as well here. Egypt makes an ambitious plan to colonize Africa because they're the strongest country in the world. Because we can do power rankings as well here. We'll do a separate tab for that one. One is Egypt. Two is, I think, Brittany. Three is, and yeah, we're not going by population, we're going by actual power. Like, what countries hold the most influence. Three is Iberia. Four, I think, is Poland. Five is Russia. Russia is the newest country on this list. Six is Orange, India. Seven is Norway as well. They are pretty powerful, but they don't have a lot of population. That's why they only have seven as well. Eight is Baltica. Nine is Brown, India. And 10, currently at this moment, as we're doing this, 10 most powerful country is Persia. As Persia may not have a lot of people, but they are much more powerful than most of the countries in Asia as they're starting out, obviously, as well here. But that's the power rankings. We'll cover that already. But there's going to be a major war going on. This is the war of attrition as well. So Thuringia, which is this part of Germany, we could be calling it Thuringia, will invade this small, what country is this? Is this green little country here? It doesn't really matter. They're being invaded as well here. But they're being invaded as well here. By Thuringia, and they will be defeated as well here. So the peace treaty will go as full annexation of this country. Yep. Also hiding the major cities as well here. They'll be annexing the whole area. They'll be annexing this whole area here. So Thuringia, we'll be annexing this France nation, this other France nation. They will expand the borders as well here. Meanwhile, the same time, the Egyptians have finally reached Africa and they started to explore the coastal area of Tanzania. Why did they go for Somalia? Because they don't like that area. They don't like Somalia that much, but they explored this coastal area here. And basically, the Egyptian country, they want to create a Yeah, also this is lands that have been explored as well. Yeah, we made a major mistake as well, and there's still evidence of that major mistake as well. So yeah, but the Egyptians will make a small settlement up here in Madagascar, and they'll make a small settlement along the coast of Tanzania and Mozambique as well. So this is those settlements here. They're gonna be setting a lot of people here. It's kind of like, the USA in a way. This is, Egypt though as well. There will also be settlers from this country and this country coming here for promise of money and gold and stuff and, riches. And they are now going down here to these two colonies down here as well. Meanwhile, the exploration of Asia continues as well here. The exploration of China continues as well here. Yeah, and the Chinese, they haven't really done much because they don't really have a lot of land as well here. China is really known for being big as well here, but there are several coastal Chinese nations as well here. Yeah, yeah, but all three countries explore more land, and the orange country down here, they get this land here. This country gets this area here, and this country gets this area here. Yeah, and this pink Chinese country gets some land here. Yeah, but yeah, this is the and we're gonna also give them provinces now. But there are some more major cities in the world. So Japan has a few major cities. China has a few new major cities. Sumatra and Borneo do. The Singapore, the country may become Malaya soon because that's basically Indonesia as well. Because even though the capital is in Singapore, so we'll still call the country Singapore. Also on the wrong map still, but yeah, but Singapore is gonna continue to explore these islands here as well here, and with the help of the Taiwanese country as well here, they will explore the rest of the Philippines as well here, and they will basically explore here and explore this island a little bit here, and they'll explore the rest of Borneo essentially as well here. Yeah, they'll explore here obviously as well here, and the age of exploration has officially begun as well, and this Singapore country will take over these two islands as a whole because no one else has them, and Taiwan will take some northern islands from the Philippines. So an arms race is happening for these countries here as well here. The Europeans, which don't want to, they don't want to be left out of the, colonization game as well here. They're gonna explore further down into Africa as well here, and explore further into Africa, but they don't really get too far because Africa is kind of really not explored, but they do now know more land, and several European countries want to make a colony or area here. You can't bookmark the visits to Brittany and Iberia, which are going to be the main colonizers for now. They are gonna, which are the two most powerful countries in Europe as well here. They are gonna further explore into Europe as well, into Africa as well here, and they are gonna further explore into Africa so they can build colonies, small little trading colonies and trading ports. And so Iberia will create the first colony here. They will basically control this little bit right here. I think this is like this is where Guinea is. Sierra Leone's like down. Liberia's like down here, and Sierra Leone's like down here. So yeah, this of course Brittany will of course take the more. Well, not all of Africa. They'll take more of like Sierra Leone. And most of this, I actually am not like the perfect. Like this little area is still kind of confusing to me, even to this day. Even though I look at the world map all the time, I think this is Sierra Leone and Liberia's in the middle, and this is Guinea. But this West Africa basically they take colonies down here, as well here. Meanwhile, the Scottish country discovers Greenland. Yep, this was an inevitability as well here, and the Scottish country will explore here, and they realize there's really like nothing here, so they go back as well here. Meanwhile, Russia will start to do a massive exploration of, Siberia, as well with the help of this Kazakhstan country. It is in modern day Kazakhstan, so they will also help as well here. Also, a new alliance is going to be formed as well. So we're going to get rid of the province map mode as well. And we're going to make an alliance map mode as well here. A new alliance is going to be made. So two countries have gotten pretty close as well here. So this is actually the Egyptian country and this country down here. These two countries create an alliance as well here. Because they have gotten pretty close. Like, yes, they were enemies in the past, but the new kings, they, made an agreement, to basically say, hey, we are, friendly countries now, and as well. So these two countries create an alliance as well here. Meanwhile, let's go to India, because, India is always fighting amongst themselves. They're always fighting as well here. So the Blue India and the Brown India team up to basically, because they can't really take on this country alone, the Orange India alone. So Brown India will invade, this area to cut off the southern part of Orange India as well here. We'll use the troops to cut off this area here. This is actually a pretty strategic move by them as well. Meanwhile, Brown India, they want to defeat Blue India as soon as possible, so they'll invade Blue India first. They surround the they go, because the capital is right by the border, so they actually get pretty close to the Blue India country as well here, and this causes Brown India to divert resources to protect Blue India. So Blue India is able to push back Orange India a little bit as well. Meanwhile, Brown India with the help of Blue India, continues to invade as well here, and Blue India invades this portion here as well here. Another bad thing is going to happen to Orange India is Sri Lanka basically rebels as well. They can't really do anything about this because Sri Lanka is kind of blocked off as well, but they don't want to be a part of this India battle royale basically. But they start to invade this southern portion of Orange India as well here, and the southern part of Orange India wants to gain independence, so they gain their independence as well here, because they're basically being starved to death by the Orange Indians, so they basically join the side of the Orange Indians at this moment. But the people here rebel against Orange India. Orange India agrees to armistice as well here, and the war is over. Yes. Yeah. Also, we forgot to put the main save in, but it doesn't really matter. So Sri Lanka officially gains independence. Sri Lanka officially gains independence as well. Blue India will gain this province right here. Meanwhile, the Southeast Indian nation will gain their independence. So Pink India is now existing as well here. Pink India now exists as well here. And Orange India is, of course, they're pissed. They lost a lot of land. Okay, they lost three major cities, and they lost at least 4 to 5 million people as well. Because this side of India is more populated than the other side. So Orange India, despite being more popular, got outsmarted once again. So Orange India is going to send an army to Africa. Yeah, and establish a massive colony here. So Orange India creates a massive colony here, and the arms race against the other India country as well. And Brown India will respond by making their own colony down here, and they don't really have much space left because Egypt is down here too. Here, but they create a small colony down here as well here. So we have an update on the religion map. So basically, also we forgot to. So we have an update on the religious map. So basically, the colonizers, they spread the religion to the colonies. That isn't too surprising. But also the proliferation of the Yellow India religion, or the Yellow religion, basically has now spread to Indonesia, and also the Chinese religion has spread to the Philippines as well here. The Russia religion has kind of just spread to basically a lot of Russia as well here. And yeah. Also, we're going to be doing one final update, and that is on trade routes. As well, yeah, we haven't really touched this map mode as well, but this is, of course, but they create a trade route through, Russia creates a trade route up here, through the Turkmenistan country as well here. Here, the trade route in India continues as well here. It's very visible, but it continues here and it continues through here. The Chinese countries all have a trade route going through them, so they all have a trade route going through them as well here. They don't have one going to Korea yet because it's uninhabited land, but the Chinese countries, they do have a trade route going to Vietnam, all the way down to this country. And basically, the first achievement in human history is that there's a trade route going through all of Asia. Yeah, there's a massive trade route going through all of Asia as well here. Egypt also is starting to make a trade route going down through the country as well here, but that really isn't that important currently as of now. And there's also another trade route being created in Europe to kind of connect the rest of Iberia. But most of the trade route, there's a trade route going throughout all the world now. Yeah, also think we should outline this trade route a little bit. Yeah, so you can definitely tell what trade route is. Yeah, but yeah, all of the Chinese countries, they have a trade route going through them as well here. Yeah, but the trade route map has been updated. And of course, this is the map of the major. We have the map going, and also I forgot Russia has a trade route now. So Russia, there's a trade route going through the Russian capital. There's a trade route going through Turkmenistan, and of course we have the Silk Road trade route, the longest trade route in the world currently as of now. Again, there's no real reason for anyone to explore North America yet, because the reason why North America was explored was because a country was blocking out trade. Egypt, of course, is not going to block off trade. So currently, as of now, there's going to mostly be just exploring Africa and trying to colonize Africa as well here. But that is the updated map and this updated video. The next video here as well here. So, also, we have to give this India country a capital. here in Sri Lanka. So Sri Lanka only has one major city, so that it's gonna be the capital. And this India, the capital will be here as well here. But there isn't really any new countries. Europe actually has been the most peaceful, has been in a long time. Besides, um, yeah, we had to make that circle small because it's not a capital city anymore. But there's a lot of major cities there. So Valencia has gained a lot of population. They've gained around 2 million people at this point, making them actually one of the more powerful countries in Europe. The only reason that they will not be a superpower is the fact that they do not really have a coast, so they can't really do anything as well. Also, I forgot to bring to the test that there's no major cities in northern Germany, so we'll go in Denmark. So we'll pop a few in northern Germany, and Denmark will pop 2 major cities up there because there's no way this part of Europe is desolate and Poland isn't, and the Baltics, which are kind of desolate today. Also, Finland gets a major city as well here, as that area has been explored a little bit more here. Here, and yeah, there you go about this video here. Goodbye.